Okay.
Welcome. This is Healing Arts Academy's Reconnecting Souls for a Better Living, and we have a very special guest today. This is Ariel Zvi saying hello to all of you. Let me see. According to Native tradition, there was always a special person in each tribe that one can go to for answers to dreams, visions, and future events. These people are called tellers or seers. Ted Silverhand, a Tuscarora Native from North Carolina, is a member of the Sagarrissa family and the Bear clan. The Sagarrissa have been known and acclaimed as seers for generations. For many, Silverhand has become more than a traditional seer or teller. He has become a guiding light. Welcome back to our program, sir.
Thank you. I want people to know I am not a medicine man. I am not a
What's the
psychic.
difference? What's the difference? Please let us know.
A medicine man is very powerful. He has the gifts, or she has the gifts of healing. And I do look into certain things, but they know the ceremonies. You know, a medicine man, medicine woman, they know the ceremonies, they know the songs and things of this. I have assisted some in areas of ceremony, but I don't have those gifts. I am not a psychic. A psychic is a white man's way, as we say, but I am called a teller or a seer. Our spirit teachers also refer to me now as a life consultant. And what is a life consultant? A little bit of this, a little bit of that, because people come to me now to explain the facets of life, what they are going through at this particular period of time. Whether should they get this job or should they go for this or certain, things of that nature. It's just that being able to help us all on a day-to-day journey. And then you have those that are entertainers, and they are looking for things to where that they may need guidance in one way or another, not in their music, but in their personal life. It's all dealing with people's personal lives. But being able to say to that person, if they feel that someone is always bothering them, and how that they can put a mirror in the window of their home and to put the shiny part, so if anyone is sending negative things, it can hit the mirror and go back to who's sending things. There's certain things that happen, but I explained it to them in privacy, the reasons why certain things are and how you can protect yourself. And I tell the young men, the young women, mostly never deal with losers. Losers hurt. No one likes to be hurt. But you have bad people out there that they have a lot of negative things about of how they feel that women should be, because you'll hear me talk about the mothers, grandmothers, sisters, things of this, to where that, and I place them so high upon pedestals because they are the giver of life,
Absolutely.
And
yeah. And when you come to a person's life, how do you feel? How do you get the connection so you can guide them?
Well, first, when I come in, each person is different, as we are different. And as they come into the room or wherever I'm looking, but I'm already in a good way, in a prayerful way, that when I look into them, I look into them to look and around them, and just to feel what I feel about that particular person. Then I start the reading, because I go into the areas of the energy, feeling the energy of what spirit is telling me about each person that I'm looking to talk to. And it's like a talk, it's like a grandfather talking or an old friend. I'm not Mr. Heebie-Jeebies and the scary one like that. And then in going into it, and then spirit would tell me, and they would say, maybe it would tell me, oh, by the way, they may not, they went in to hear one thing and, oh, I'm told that you need to get your thyroid checked because you're having some problems there, we feel. But you see, but then, and I also caution them, I am not a doctor. And so, I let them know, just to make sure. But this is what Spirit is saying to me, to say, you need to get your thyroid checked out, or you need to get this. And most will say, oh, I already know that. Or they would come back later. Or in one case, when the lady came back, I said, Phil, you need to get a mammogram. But she came back, she says, I'm stage 4. That's hard. That hurts so bad.
Absolutely.
You see, to be right that way, I want to be wrong. I don't want to be right in something negative, or to be on it so they can say many times, yeah, you were right. You were right. That's good. That is so good that they were able to get it.
Have you been told from the Spirit, don't read this person, or don't take, don't, has it
Don't tell
happened to
me
you?
not to, no, Each person that comes in, I'm to give the readings, whether it's not my opinion who they are. I'm here as a seer, as a teller. I'm not here to,
Judge, maybe?
to judge. I am not a judge. I'm here to tell you what you have. When they're asking me, I'm there to tell you. What you do with it is up to you. Yeah, when you start telling people and pointing your finger at people, what's happened? You have 4 more fingers pointing back at me. You see, this is why I'm not walking around being Jesus. I'm here to give the advice that comes through. So when you become a finger pointer, I make mistakes along the way too. And because I'm only a human. And you see, if you don't know from where you come, you're never going to know where you're going.
Absolutely. That's very true.
Right. Yeah.
And do you, I mean, whenever you have to tell something to somebody, do you try to measure how things are told? Because sometimes news are not good. Or are you told how to say it and you have to say it as it is?
It's always good to put things in a good way. And a lot of times there are those that come and ask me how much time for some particular reason that they force with making changes. And they'll come and say, how much time do I have? And the person that asks me that, generally they already know how much time they have. And I would just turn and say, well, what did Spirit tell you? What was told to you? And I said, well, get things in order. But then there are times, example, a lady came to see me and she was telling me about her husband. He feels like his time is coming near. He's getting everything prepared and everything. And I'm listening to her talk and everything. And I said, wow, it seems like he's really knows what's going on. And then I did the reading for her, let her talk. And then that night at the reservation where I was staying, there was a power failure. And there was no TV, no internet, no nothing. So I went to bed early that night. It was about 7 o'clock at night. I went to bed. As soon as I hit the bed, I traveled into the dream time. And there I walked into the dream time, and this doctor I meet, and this doctor has a stethoscope, his white jacket, and he's talking as if I'm walking in while he's talking. And he's saying to me as I walked in, you see, he had a heart attack and that he has to get certain things tweaked. And because certain things that he's having this thing of he's feeling like he's going to die. He's not going to die, but he must go back and get this medication retweeted. So the next day, when I got up to go back to the office, I always have people's phone numbers. And when I got there and I called the lady up, I said, I was in the dream time and this happened, this and such and everything. But he has to go to see his doctor. And sure enough, he went to see the doctor and the doctor said the exact same words. We got to tweak your medications a little bit because having a heart attack is really a rough thing. And we have to bring that together. So what happened was a beautiful thing. Thank God that they told me in the dream time. And it turned out to be where instead of him thinking he was going to go in, sure enough, within a month's time, he was a very happy man again. But medications can do that, but yeah. And I've had this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, please.
No, so many different stories about one man came to me. I was in Toronto, Canada, and I was at a big show, and this guy, he looked like death walking into my table. I mean, and he said, I just had a kidney transplant. And he's sitting there and he was perspiring and everything. And I did the reading, and Spirit says to tell you, you're not going anyplace. You're going to live. You're going to live to be very old man. Not only that, your kidney will outlive you. It is. And I've often said how often that Creator pushed people in my direction, and to be able to say, had it been someone else, it would have helped that man die quicker. But because they pushed the right information and coming back for years and years, and even brought friends to the shows and things of that. And his wife, without knowing, I guess, when he passed away, it wasn't because of his liver, his kidney. It was because of old age. These are the stories I enjoy sharing. These are the stories of hearing people and why God put them in front of me. And they're really good. It's good medicine. It's very good medicine. And those are the stories I like to talk from time to time in other areas. But these are good things because there are people out there who will always say, it's like I had one lady, I went to buy her house and her daughter was in bed dying. I said, what happened? She says the seer says that she's going to die within a few weeks. And I looked in, I said, that's a lie. She's going to live. But the lady was going to let the daughter die because some seer said. Yeah.
Can you get into the dream time, as you call it?
The dream time.
By meditating?
Yeah, when you get into the dream time and fixing yourself up to go into it, you can, it depends. I usually, when I want to really go in, I usually meditate for about maybe 5-10 minutes. And I get myself in the position of feeling that I want to connect, depending on what it's about. And then when I then get up from that particular room, and then I will walk and go into my bedroom and get in bed, and with my mind asking that I wish to go into the dream time, there's some reasons why. And sometimes, like when I talked about the power failure on this particular place, and I wasn't planning on going, but the power failure, and I kind of felt there was a blackout, and everyone was sitting in the dark. But I was sleeping in the dream time because that was the best time they could connect with me. So they can do other things. But going into it, depending upon what you're looking for, I go in pretty much because I'm looking to find someone to help me help a person. And in one time I went in, and this girl came running in the dream time, and she says, tell my people I did not take my life. I did not take my life. I did not do this. Well, what had happened, she was on drugs, and when her heart stopped while she was trying to get high, but she did not intentionally to do that, but it happened that way, to explain it that way. And while she was explaining that, a soul, it was, when I say a soul, a lady came to say, tell your sister she's going to have a baby boy, and it's going to come. All of this is coming through this one visit. I wasn't going to see her. I was going to see somebody else to look for something. And then when I get back, and then the next day, this girl's mother comes in. She had not even come to see me. And then I said, I got a message for you. Your daughter did not kill herself on purpose. The heart was so weak, it could not take it. Yes, it was bad what she did. And she died because of having, as they say, the areas of the heart stopping. But on the second wave, you have a daughter that's pregnant. She's going to have a boy, and this daughter, this soul of this kid came through her to tell her about this. It was a little bit more to the story, but it was a good happening.
Well, so when you step into a room, into a place, maybe the supermarket or so, sometimes spirit goes to you and tells you.
No supermarket. I don't do that. No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not. Yeah, I do. You can feel things, but you stay out of it. It's none of your business to go and put your things of saying, can I come to you? And the person says, I don't want you to come to me. Fine. You have to get permission, or when they come to your table, you've already given permission to be able to talk to them.
Oh,
and
good. I see.
Yeah, definitely. That's because if that person's stepping out the curb and to get hit by a car, it would be nice if you could stop, but hey, you touch someone there, why are you pushing me into the traffic? You're trying to pull them out. So to walk away, because there'll be misses. You're going to miss certain things, hits and misses, but I keep it for, if a person comes and asking me a question or what they feel, and I would tell them what I feel. And when I say that, is it like talking in a circle? Depend upon what you can handle at the time you're asking me that. If I feel you can't handle that, I'm not going to hit you and say, hey, you got 24 hours, pack up and go. No.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. So you are very respectful of that, and that's very important.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if somebody recognizes you on the street or wherever you are, it could be the supermarket, and they come and ask you, if the spirit tells you something, you go on and tell that person whatever the spirit is saying, right?
Depending, because if I'm in the supermarket, I don't want you bothering me because I'm doing this. I'm not in the midst. I had this to happen just the other day. A lady called me up and she's asking me about what's going on in Buffalo, New York, and about all of the shootings. I said, look, lady, I just got in from Buffalo, New York. If you wanted to see me, you would have come to see me. But some people are not kind to feel that you just a button, you push the button and things of that. No, I don't. So people are usually very nice about it. They know what I do, and so and they're respectful of what I do.
Good.
And then of course, some people joke with me and says, "Oh, here's the silver man. There he goes again." I said, "No, but I'm not up there giving instant readings like that. It's all done professionally." Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. That's important, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
when you are walking on the street, because it has happened to me, that's why I asked you this.
Mhm.
Do you sense when something is going to happen to you? And it doesn't necessarily has to be or have to be negative. Do you get this kind of visions?
I get them where I feel that something is going to be good for a person, but it's nice if they come up and say something. I could say
No,
it, but not. Mhm.
but for you and about yourself, I mean.
Oh, I feel good about it. When I'm recognized, I feel good about it. No, hey, I'm like an old show horse. I enjoy, I enjoy the view along the way. If someone comes up and say, "Hey, you are, will you touch me?" and touching their hands or touch their shoulders, I do that.
No, but
But
I mean about yourself. Do you get a vision that something will happen to you? It doesn't necessarily has to be a bad or anything.
oh, oh yeah, oh, I do. Oh, definitely.
Mm.
I do because see, I have light protectors, and that's why I think my guides are sort of half ragged at times because I have these almost accidents like you have them. You know, when I say stay focused, I have to polish uh say the same thing to you because I'm busy driving, looking all over the place, and then almost zing, you know, like these almost accidents because they know when to zing oh, and this is why I try to stay as focused as I can, but at times they have almost happened. But I said, thank you, my goodness, thank you, Spirit, thank you for the help, my light protectors, thank you. Yes, yes. Mhm.
And have you had the chance to not necessarily teach somebody younger that probably will take your position once in many years to come when you're not here anymore?
Oh, sure. Oh, sure.
Have you done that?
I've been around kids that are the chosen ones that have come to talk and they want to know, and I take the time out to talk with them and knowing that this is their chosen way, their chosen gifts, and that they enlighten me, and sometimes they want to give me a reading. Hey, I'm open for it. I need it too. I can't read myself, you know, and but this happens at different times, and or people say, "Oh, my son is this way and that way." Great, understand him, but to understand, family are the first ones to reject you.
Absolutely.
But they'll go down the street, the little old lady down the street, she'll do it, but not not my little daughter. Oh yes, and that daughter has the gifts. But this is why it's kind of hard uh, having family, and that family, they don't want to listen to the kid that's born with it. But you can spot them, the gifted ones, you know, and it's worth it because of sitting and helping them. Because there were those that helped me along the way, and there were those that didn't help me along the way. And I've had many master teachers like Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder is a master teacher, and he have written books about him, the Cherokee Medicine Man.
Oh,
The man, Mr. T, Edgardo, he's a master teacher.
absolutely.
He's a very powerful man. Yeah. And I respect him. As we say, we are brothers from another mother, different mothers, but he is very gifted.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and there are many others that I point out along the way that I am friends with, connected with, but also respect. And I always put we refer to him as Mr. T. I always put Mr. T on the pedestal. He's a good man.
Where he belongs. Where he belongs.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh,
He's one of
definitely.
a kind. He's one of a kind.
Definitely. Mhm.
What other advice could you give the parents, the family of a special kid or a special child? Because I guess they get concerned. I guess they get scared also, because that's not common. So how to handle a special person like that? It doesn't matter if it is a boy or a girl. The thing is, how could we handle them? What advice could we as human beings give to our son or our daughter who's special, because we tend to, I guess, because I have seen it, people try to even hide them because they know people will hurt them.
I would say to listen, but also not to let others use them for their own guide, their own griefs, because there are those that would try to steal the gift from them, or try to beat it out of them, or take them to one of those churches and to jerk what they're calling the devil out of them. And it's not the devil in them, it's the devil who's trying to take it out of the people. And so, but find someone that you can take so that that child can listen to that elder and understand that you have that gift. And this is really special to learn and listen. And that whenever, and I've had many times to say, come talk to me. And I will explain certain things because it's all not black and white. There are certain things that happen when they happen for you to understand. And then, so that's the reasons why, but not to hide them, but to be honored that you have someone there. But at the same time, if you laugh at a child with the gifts, and then all of a sudden they have the dream of you getting hit by a car, but they don't want to tell you because you're going to laugh at them, and they get hit by a car. And so this is why I often tell people, don't make fun of the ones with the gift, because when you may need it, they're going to shut down because they don't want to be ridiculed.
Yeah, absolutely. They're human beings.
Human beings, that's right. Yeah.
And one thing that I wanted to tell you, maybe you had the eczema and also the asthma because you were extremely sensitive, and maybe things that were able to affect you that maybe they do not affect other people, because when one has special gifts and stuff like that, one is more sensitive.
Oh, definitely. Right? I am very sensitive even now. I mean, I say, because and when I say very sensitive, because you are sensitive to others around you, that you know how they feel or how they're going to feel, things of that. And so I don't make fun, I don't laugh at people. And you have others that make jokes, they call you witches. Oh, look at him, Silverhand, he's nothing but a witch, and they don't know who I am. But then my mother says, the next time they say it, just say, well, he's not going to mess with you. You're not going to mess with him, are you? Because they're always talking about bad things. But now it's different. More and more people are enlightened to understand that this person has it. And then sometimes you're not always right. You can miss it by a mile. You can say one thing and it happens the other way. Yeah. And of course, people like you to be wrong. I like to be right. But at times I like to be wrong when it's something that's, that comes out in that person's failure. I mean, in that person's, in the good area and things of this. Now, I don't go to the casino to gamble. And you say, well, that can go. No, because that's not my calling. But there's nothing wrong with it if you want to go. I'll just say, I'll go to see a show. I eat a good meal. And I remember years ago, they had me in Atlantic City at Caesar's Palace doing readings. And they were opening up a new wing of Caesar's Palace called Circus World. And I was there for, I think it was 12 days, doing readings. The casino paid people. I mean, they paid me, but people could come during that time and they would get free. They would get free 3-minute or 4-minute readings, and stuff like that. It's so, but there are some people that are gamblers. It's not me. But it's not that I'm here saying that it's wrong. I just can't afford to lose, so I don't go to do it.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Ted, if somebody wants to reach you, what means do you have? Do you want to give us your Webpage?
The website is, you can go to tedsilverhand.com. You can pick it up in the website there, and they can read all the information and stuff there. That's the best way to do it. Yeah.
Good.
Because not to call me, but just go there and then make an appointment, and it has a PayPal account there that you can go through PayPal and to get the readings there. 20-minute readings for $70 or $100 for 30 minutes, and you receive a CD of the reading. Thank you.
Great. Great. I would highly suggest you to do that.
Thank
And
you.
not only that, we need to connect with people that we can learn from. That's the reason why we're getting to you. So there are many things to come, and I would love to invite Ted again to our program, because he can give us advices in different areas, and we need to be open to learn, and that's very important. So please be open to learn, and learn how to read yourself, in the sense of, if there is something that you do not sense is good for you, it's okay, but also learn to read that part of you, in knowing that that person or this person might be a door to you. So please be open to new things. So honored to have you here, my friend Ted. Thank you for having this time in your agenda, sir.
And thank you so much, because you're the door to open for many people, because you're born with this gift as well. And this is why Creator has that so much placed around you, as opening the door of everybody's mind to Him. But then you have the gift, you respect the gift, and this is good.
Thank God, and thank you. This has been another episode, the first one indeed in English, and thank you all for being here with us. From Healing Arts Academy's Reconnecting Souls for a Better Living, I'm Ariel Zvi. Please remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and also click the bell so you will know when we have new material for you. Thank you for being here with us. Until next time, be seeing you. Bye-bye.